All right, got someone else in. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Give me a yes in chat if you can see my screen. All right, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This shouldn't take long unless you guys have a lot of questions to ask. And hopefully you look through the PDF that I sent because I want you to be prepared to ask as many questions as you can think of. So this is the credit and funding program that we are implementing starting now. We can offer this to our clients, basically to anyone that wants or needs funding, okay? This is funding to start or grow your business, and the program guarantees $100,000 minimum, okay? So this is not for people who are looking for, hey, Bernard, this is not for people who are looking for 10, 20,000 or a payday loan. They are looking for at least 100,000. But this program goes up to 50 million. So I don't know if you want to buy a building or something. This offers real estate loans. They do SBA loans. Working capital loans. So I just want to point out, this is not for people who want small amounts. The minimum that this program goes for is 100,000 minimum. So let's talk about let me just read from the PDF. The credit and funding program is a legal, effective, and proven system to position anyone to be qualified for at least $100,000 capital raise. And like I said again, it's 100,000 minimum. So basically, it's no secret. It's not a mystery. What you need to get or qualify for $100,000 funding is what this program will provide, which is credit, collateral, and capacity, also known as cash flow. Okay, so and I'll try to keep my eye on the chat while I'm going through this in case you guys throw out any questions. All right, I don't see any questions. I just want to keep my eye on everything. All right, so basically, this program can help anyone. I want to point that out. It does not matter how bad your credit is. Doesn't matter how good your credit is. Maybe you have bad credit and some income coming in. This program can help. Maybe you have bad credit and no income coming in. This program can help. Okay, so basically, what they provide is the 3 C's of credit in order to get funding. So the first C will be credit, which we all know what credit means. It means that if you have good credit, you've been paying your bills as agreed upon. If you have bad credit, then you have not been paying your agreed payment. So one of the first things that we will do after you sign up is a soft credit pull to see where you're at and see what needs to be done. So after we do the credit pull, we'll be able to see which negative items need to be removed or blocked from your credit profile, and we'll be able to add on new primary trade lines to boost your current credit. Okay, and these primary trade lines, they're not authorized users. These are primary user trade lines, and they're permanent, so they don't expire. Sorry, guys, I just wanted to keep an eye on the chat here. All right, so credit, they sweep or remove negative items, add on positive items. That's how your credit is boosted. And for collateral, basically, they will literally transfer and put on your books assets, accounts receivables. So these are debts that are owed, and they put them on your books to show that they are owed to you. Okay, so you will be provided collateral, and the collateral helps.
What's wrong?
So I was gonna say something like we do.
Oh no, it's fine.
Anybody got a question?
Nah.
Okay, just making sure. All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute everybody if I can.
I thought it was funny.
Okay, I can't, but all right, I'll keep going. So basically, the collateral is going to show accounts receivables. It's going to show money owed to you, which is going to help show collateral and assets for your loan. And this will be put on your financial projection. Okay. And capacity is cash flow. This program also helps document cash flow into your business. Okay. So it provides all three of the C's that you need to qualify for funding. Any questions? I'll stop right here and ask if anyone has any questions.
I do.
All right, go ahead, Bernard.
Hey, Nicole, good afternoon. My question is the duration of from starting to receiving the money.
Good question. Great question. So basically, they guarantee that you will get your $100,000 funding within 30 days. Let me get to the benefits of the program. Okay, so they move quickly to get your credit profile where it needs to be to get approved through the lender's underwriting. So they have about 40 lenders that they're working with, and these lenders, so basically they know the underwriting requirements. So this program does all of the back end work. Like I said, putting the 3 C's onto your credit profile, the credit, collateral, capacity, plus they're doing the business plan, the financial projections, all of the back end paperwork that's needed to get this funding. Sometimes, and the funding, they don't guarantee where the funding comes from. These could be SBA loans. There's something called the Chapman Fund that provides a minimum of $250,000. There are different lenders that they work with to get you qualified. So, so the benefits of the program is $100,000 in funding guaranteed, and the funding is guaranteed within 30 days. And I will show you the client agreement. You just have to agree to follow the program. That means provide your documents, what's asked of you in a timely manner. So the first thing is going to be signing the client agreement, and signing up for the program through the client agreement, reading it and knowing what you are agreeing to. The next thing would be to make your down payment. Then a soft credit pull will be run. Everything is going to be moving quickly to get you set up. Once the soft credit pull is run, then they know where your credit is at, and they know what needs to be done to get you qualified for the $100,000. So everything is moving quickly. So benefits of the program: $100K in funding guaranteed. You will get the funding within 30 days. This improves your credit. It's only a soft credit pull. Bad credit is okay. You can be a brand new business. You can just have a business idea. So a startup is okay. You can have no income or low income. Like I said, that is something that's provided. Your negative credit are removed or blocked, because it may not be removed forever, but just enough for you to qualify for this funding. But the trade lines are added on permanently. Did that answer your question, Bernard?
Absolutely, yes, 100%.
All right, so let's go over the cost of the program. Of course, it's not free. There are costs involved. The first cost is a one-time setup fee of $2,000, which we ask that you would pay up front, or that your client would pay up front. But we understand that a lot of people cannot pay that up front, so we do have options for that, which I'll go over. So the one-time setup fee of $2,000 plus 15% of all funding raised. So let me explain. Again, the minimum amount that this program will get you is $100,000. So 15% of that is $15,000. Now, I want to explain that the funding may come from one lender, or you might get approved through different lenders to equal the 100,000. So there's, I can't say how the package will come, how the money will come, but you are agreeing, or your client is agreeing to pay 15% out of each, what they call tranche of finance. So let's say if you get the first bit of, let's say your first approval is $20,000 of funding from one lender. From that $20,000, which goes to your client, directly to your client, they have 2 days to pay the 15% of that $20,000. And then once they get the next set of funding, maybe it's $50,000, they pay 15% of that. And then the next set of funding, all the way up, they pay 15% of all funding, not just 15% of 100,000, because there are some clients who want 200,000 in funding. There's some clients who are going to go for, $1 million in funding. So they are agreeing to pay 15% of all funding, and they need to pay that 15% as the funding comes in. All right. So any questions about the setup fee, which I'm going to go more into the setup fee, and then the 15% is called the performance fee. I should have had that on the PDF. So let me go into detail on the setup fee, because we can work with our clients on the setup fee, because we know a lot of people don't just have $2,000 ready to put into this, but they want to get started. They want to see results, and they need money. So they can actually get started with only $250 down. And then the rest of the setup fee can be financed. Okay. So let me just go through and explain everything. So the setup fee is basically going to cover all the costs involved in building the loan package, providing the assets and the collateral, and putting it on your financial records, or your client's financial records. Okay. So the total setup fee is a one-time fee of $2,000 to join the program. The setup fee is also refundable, and it will be reimbursed after the $100,000 in capital is raised. So that's just to make sure that you complete the program and do your end as promised by providing the paperwork, the information that's needed, and paying your 15% of funding raised. At that point, you get the setup fee back, or your client gets the setup fee back. It's kind of like when you rent an apartment and you put down a deposit, and then after your lease is up, you get your deposit back. All right. And the setup fee can be financed if the client does not have the full $2,000. The financing is provided by a nonprofit micro lender. So let me go over the terms of the financing for the setup fee. If the client doesn't have the $2,000, but they want to get started, they can finance it. The financing is guaranteed, so no one's going to be denied the financing. They are guaranteed the financing. They just need to put down $250 to get started. We need to see that they are invested in this program, they are serious about it, and they're going to follow. So they need to start with something. So the financing is $250 down and $250 a month until the $1,750 is paid up. This is just going to cover the setup fee. just to explain that. There's no interest involved, and the payments are due on the first of the month until the loan is paid off. So about 10 months on the to pay off the $1,750. Your client is paying $250 a month. Now, of course, if they complete the program as promised, they'll have their 100K financing within 30 days, and they'll be able to pay this off, at once. But just to explain how it may fall for them, because once they get the financing for the setup fee, the $250 down is due immediately, of course, but the $250 a month is going to be due on the first of the next month. So they may not have their funding already. Let's say somebody signs up today. They pay $250 down. They do the paperwork to get the $1,750 finance so they can go ahead and get started right away. On the 1st of September, they have to pay their $250 for the first month to cover this is the first set of financing provided. So they have to cover to continue to pay this until it's paid off, whether they have their full financing or not. So I want to make sure that is understood, because you don't want your client to fall behind on this very first payment. That's going to look bad to the lenders. Okay, that's not going to look good to the program at all. So make sure that they understand that. And then here's the application for the financing. So let me just show you that. I'll stop share and then I'll go to that screen really quick. Then we'll finish the PDF. So let me find it. All right, so here's the application to finance your setup fee. It's a simple application. Your client is paying $250 down, so they are getting financing for $1,750. You see the information is just their name, phone number, social, no CPNs, their driver's license, date of birth, email, address. Their business information, if they have it. Some people don't have a business set up yet. But I want to point out, this is a business loan. So as they move forward, there are things they are going to need in order to get the business loan. So if they don't have a business bank account, they'll need one eventually to have to get the finance. So that's stuff that they want to do. But if they don't have their business name yet, or their EIN or business address, that's fine. They can leave this blank. But they have to fill out their information, their personal information. Here's the terms and agreements. What I went over, they're financing $1,750, $250 down, $250 due on the first of each month, starting the first of the month after the financing agreement is signed. So if they sign it today, the first $250 is due September 1st. Okay, and then and there is a late fee. They don't play about these late payments. So if you don't pay the $250 on September 1st, there is a $50 late fee added on every day until it's paid. So you don't want to fall behind on that. My hope would be for everybody to have some of the money come in at least to help pay for this. Because like I said, they do start working to get you money right away. So let me stop this. That's the financing agreement. You saw that. Let me go back to sharing, back to where we were. So once you sign up, the program starts trying to get you funding right away. So the first soft pull that is done is to see what they can get you with the information you have now, with your credit score now, with your income now, with your collateral now. Okay, because they're trying to get you something right away. And then they quickly add on what's needed to get you where you need to be to qualify for the $100,000 minimum. All right. The performance fee, that is the 15%. So after you pay your setup fee, In addition to that, you also have a performance fee, which is 15% of all funding received. So, like I said, the minimum is 100,000. 15% of that is 15,000. If they get more financing, then they're paying 15% of that. It just depends on the total amount of financing they want to get. And again, the funding may come what they call in a tranche, in one tranche or multiple. That means one lender or multiple lenders. Either way, you're paying 15% of all financing that comes in. Okay, and your client is paying the 15% as the funding comes in. So it's not like they hold it all and wait until they receive the full 100,000. They need to pay the 15% when they get when they accept the first set of financing, the second set, up until they're done and saying, okay, I got enough. I don't want to get any more financing. And the client must pay the 15% within 2 business days of getting access to the funds. I say that because you know how people are when they get money, especially large sums of money, it can go like that. You don't want that money to go to something else and you don't get paid, because this financing goes directly to them. Okay, it does not come to you and then you pay them. No, the client actually is going to see their funding offers and they're going to choose which offers they want to accept or not. And from the ones that they accept, the funding is sent to their bank account and they have 2 business days to get the funds over to us. So to cover the 15%. All right, and that's the end of my PDF. So let me stop sharing my screen. And let me know any questions that you guys have. Sharaya had to go. Yes, Sharaya, I'll share the video. Any questions that you guys might have? What comes to mind? I also want to point out that I don't want people to forget that these are loans. These are loans that people are getting for their business. Right now, people are having a hard time getting money, and people's credit are getting worse and worse and worse. So instead of taking months or even years to build your credit, or months or years to get the income and collateral you need, this program does it all at once to help you qualify for funding to get your business off the ground, working capital, equipment, whatever you need. But I want to make sure that you understand that these are still loans. The client still has to pay these loans back. Whatever loans or funding that they agree to, they will be dealing with the lender. After we get them the money and they pay us our performance fee, we're out of it. Now they are paying, the SBA or whatever lender they have. Great question, Chantal. I'll get to that next. The benefit for you guys. Perfect. So just point out, or just, make sure your customer understands they want some loans. We can help them get loans. But these are loans that they are required to pay back. They all have monthly payments, just like any other loan. Okay. All right. That is the end of the webinar. If there's no more questions, we'll end it right here. I think it's a great program that a lot of people will be interested in and need. So thank you guys for joining me today. I will talk to you soon. Have a great evening.
You too, Nicole.
Thanks.